Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Muhammad Hazim bin Muhammad Izzir, and today I will present you my topic that was culture difference between Malaysian and Indonesian. Before we start, let us go to the introduction. Uh, Culture can be defined as the development of a group identity supported by particular social patterns inside the group. In example, language, religion, cuisine, social customs, music, and the arts are all aspects of a particular group of people's knowledge and characteristic or culture. The statement of problem. How culture difference between Malaysian and Indonesian that can make them unite. There is a lot of cases that related between these two countries. Firstly, we can say about political system and social life. Both nations' development was reliant on colonies. The British conquered Malaysia, while the Dutch did the same for Indonesia. Then we can see the second thing was language difference between these two countries. As we know that although Malaysian and Indonesian speak nearly the same language, but both of them has the different about the dialect. Let us move to the research objective. First, to clear out the negative attitude between Malaysian and Indonesian about racism. Second, to find the factor of how some of Indonesian is not capable being open-hearted. And third, to investigate the quality that these two countries lack. Research question. First, why there is a racism attitude between these two countries? Second, why there were some of the Indonesian not capable to become open-hearted? And third, what is the qualities that Malaysian and Indonesian lack that can lead to racism toward each other? Significance of the research. This research is being conducted because there is a problem where some Indonesians assert that some traditional or well-known items from other nations originated in their own. In example, the film from Malaysia that was Upin and Ipin that being made by Malaysian people, but then the Indonesian claimed that there was there. And the other thing was Gundam that was from Japan, but then the Indonesian also claimed the Gundam was from their country. Discussion of research questions. Let's first why there is a racism attitude between these two countries. Uh, as I my in my research, I saw that infrastructure and development is the main thing. First, we can see that Indonesia had 17,000 of island that was remain uninhabited. That means there is no development from their government. But Malaysia infrastructure is well developed, and we can see that almost all of the Malaysia, almost of them had a 4G connection for internet. Then we can see second research question was when will some of the Indonesian become open-hearted? Uh, in my research, this was from the history review when Indonesia is persist in its independence until Dutch formally acknowledged Indonesian sovereignty. That means Indonesia did not want their independence still stuck with the stuck from the uh, Dutch country. That means Indonesia want to be fully independent. That's not like Malaysia that when Malaysia is still had an agreement with British. And the third one is what is the qualities that Malaysian and Indonesian lack that can lead to racism toward each other. Uh, and we can see that how Malaysian and Indonesian people interact with their races and each other. This means that Malaysia and Indonesia had their own culture. Then this is this is what make Malaysia and Indonesia lack that when they cannot uh, be friend with each other. In conclusion, despite having practically identical national languages, Malaysia and Indonesia cannot be considered as one country because there are still many other reasons for this, including cultural and social distinction. As we can see, a large percentage of negative sentiments originated in Indonesia, as demonstrated by Microsoft research. And that's all from me. Thank you.